So the next thing we'd like to talk about is Fantasy Live and Dice, or FA&D for short. This is our online tabletop version of Fantasy Alive. It is something we made up over the course of the pandemic for the pure purpose of giving people some time and some things to do that are fun, that are related to the game during this whole indoor necessary time. So we created it in that way as quickly as we could. It was a little short production time, which means, and we've updated it a couple of times since, but it does mean that we don't really have a perfect system, and really we probably never will. It's meant to be a fun time, and that's what it's supposed to be. So we hope to continue improving it as we go along, but it definitely will not be our main focus, as it's not something that we are planning to do exclusively here. Whereas we focus on other things, we only have so much attention to put different places. But so one of those updates did occur at the beginning of this year, 2022. If you'd like to go take a look at that, all the information is up on the website, so please go check it out. So looking to the future of FA&D, we will be trying to keep it around as a useful tool for things to do. Continue to host the events. You can see us lessening out a little bit, a few less options here and there, as people will be busy with going to events or preparing for events, so I don't want to see it as being a big of a draw there. But we do want to keep it around for those who either can't come to events or just enjoy the online roleplay in between, or just enjoy the format of the online tabletop good times. So we want to keep it around for those reasons, make sure those people who are enjoying it continue to do so. But the other part that we want to do is start to take FA&D and FA plot teams and get them to work together a little bit more as we go along. We've had some discussions with our plot manager about this. Mike is totally on board with working towards this effort, making sort of the FA&D environment part of the ongoing story of the whole of the Fantasy Alive world. That's something that we just want to do in general. It's actually a great idea, and we hope to do so. But it is something that will take some work, take some effort to get through, and it's something that we are not going to be focusing on immediately as we start events. There's going to be enough making sure everybody remembers how to do events and how to act and how to do the plot. So we don't want to bring even more burdens to the team, to our plot team, as they are just getting back into the routine again. So the hope is that what we'll do is we'll start with the events, we'll make sure that they're going well, and then as we get further into it and we get more into a regular routine, we can start adding on this idea of merging the FA&D and the FA worlds a bit more, so that there is that connection. We've done a bit of that in the past. There's been some connections between them, but we have also done our best to keep them separate so that there isn't too much an overlap. So sort of to have their own separate times, but also have some things that work together. And as we go forward, we're trying to make the working together times be a little bit better knitted together than our efforts during the pandemic, where we were trying not to burden down our plot team, trying to give them some time to organize themselves and think about the future events, as opposed to working on something that's here that we have our FA&D plot team to go with. So they've done a great job, and we'd like to keep them going on. We have a fantastic team, and we think that they'll do great even going on while there's events going on as well. So that's our plan. The hope is that will all come to pass sometime in the future. Exactly when, don't know. It will really depend on how things go, how many events we can get in, and how the world works. So here we are. So that's FA&D. I guess we'll go to Doug to talk about dormancy now. Doug?